Yo. Hey, bro, so I gotta tell you, I was telling the viewers we weren't gonna talk about it, but they starting to get familiar with you now. I had to get your take on it.
Yeah.
So, like...
Yeah, that's what I'm good for, man. What's going on in this world?
So 6ix9ine, bro, this whole situation, he's snitching on everybody and everything moving.
Snitching. And by snitching, you mean...
He knows what room, he's telling what room Charlie Clips is in. This dude it's some battle rap shit. This dude be like, guess what room I'm in? That's part of the scheme. And he's telling what room he's in. Like, what the fuck? He's telling on Jim Jones. I don't even think they have anything to do with it. Is he trying to get brownie
points? You made the song about.
Yeah.
Who is he? First, let's start at the root. Who is he? How long has he been a rapper?
How long has he been a rapper?
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't heard of the dude? This is great.
Yeah.
He's a cornball.
I've heard his name like 3 times in my life.
Wow. Yeah, you're doing something right, because this motherfucker. Yeah, you're doing something right. Because this motherfucker has everybody's attention. He came out of nowhere. He painted his hair rainbow color. Literally.
That's a red flag. Or a rainbow flag.
And he raps the most violent, aggressive lyrics. And basically the streets put him on. And he's turning around and he's ratting on the streets. But the thing is, though, he's ratting about stuff that's not involved in his case. Like, he's even telling on himself on certain things. The judge is like calling him a snitch, basically. Like, he's just saying anything about anything.
Wait. I gotta get a few things clear.
Like, known gangsters.
Wait. How many cases are there? Like, is there one long case where he's involving a lot of people, or is he in court multiple times? Because he's starting to sound like an informant.
So he sounded like an informant?
Yeah. I watch CSI.
Shit, that's a good question.
It's like, why are you involved in so many cases? Is there more than one case, though? Or is it like he involving a lot of people in one? What case?
You know what? It seemed like he has some pending cases, or pending charges. And then he had wires and everything.
Oh, no.
The Jim Jones shit, we're like, oh, he's saying he's part of this gang. Trying to imply that. He's saying and known gangsters that are fucking like he's just ratting on.
Now, this is what I'm getting mad at about hood niggas, right?
Yeah.
Like, everybody's so tough on this word snitching.
Yeah.
Right? They be on paperwork and all that. I mean, out here in LA, they take it real serious. Supposedly, if you want to go with what the story said about Nipsey, he flexed on the nigga that was supposed to be a snitch, right? Said, ain't you the nigga that snitched on a homie?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to see your paperwork before you come around here. And niggas supposedly got mad at that and went and shot him. Like, niggas don't even like being called a snitch because that could get you killed out here. And niggas don't want to be around snitches. But when I did a little time in jail, I'm talking to people, I don't see people moving on snitches like that. Like, it seems like snitching is cool these days. Like, why is this a hot topic? Like, well, how is he alive?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, why is this dude
Jim
walking
Jones
around breathing?
Wait. He didn't get the J. He didn't get the J. Is he snitching on J? DJ.
I don't think he's snitching on Jay.
Okay. As long as Jay-Z's still a real nigga, we got some.
Yeah,
so,
I think, yeah.
But, I mean, okay, so...
He got 50 Cent's bodyguards. And 50 was like trying to look out for him. They have nothing to do with anything. They're just trying to... It's like they're tying something together that he might be an informant, bro, like you said.
I think he's a rapper informant.
He's in court acting stupid.
Because you said he painted his hair rainbow.
Yeah.
If they want to put him out like he's somebody, the government or whatever, the powers that be, they can put him on, they can up his views and make him a thing in the propaganda. But, like, who is this dude? Where he come from? And all of a sudden he connected with all these people and he's snitching and involving it. But wires. You said the word wires.
Yeah. Only
informants and cops wear wires. That's like real snitching. That's like TV movie snitching.
So he's deep.
That's the second worst snitching I ever heard.
What's the first?
I heard some hood niggas from LA, some gangbanger shit. Like the cops gave these niggas chains with that was wires with cameras and audio, and he went and was passing chains around in the hood. Like, I hit, I passed. No. And he putting chains on all his homies, and he ain't dead. So, like, I don't get it, because niggas choose when they want to trip on a snitch, and then some snitches just is out here just, like, living the life. Like, when do you end the snitch? I mean, I'm not trying to incriminate nobody or myself, because 6ix9ine might be watching. But like, when is it okay to go ahead and retaliate on that? Like, what's up with the snitching?
Hey, we might. Well, I don't know when it started. I don't know when it started becoming cool. We might have to bring back Diddy's campaign. Didn't he have a stop snitching campaign?
It sounds like it's actually in style these days. Back in the day,
shit,
Al Capone and them, you couldn't even be a juror. They smoked the whole jury.
Damn.
And that's why. Do you know that's why courts have to red act shit now? They gotta put black marker ink over the jury information stuff because of Al Capone and them. You couldn't even be a juror.
Wow.
Fuck a witness. Now these days, what is it, 40, 50 years later, and everybody get to just snitch and go home?
And you know what's crazy?
I'm a little mad about that.
There's people saying that we have some clickbait.
Pause.
They have some clickbait. Yeah, pause. We have some clickbait on our profiles with some videos, and they click on it. But it's still some bars. It's still entertaining like everybody else. And then the people will be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go report this." I'm like, "Bro, you're pulling a 6ix9ine right now. You're gonna report
to who? YouTube?
Yeah.
Do they have a snitching line?
Bro,
call when you see a problem.
This is what I feared, bro.
If you see something, say something.
They're making snitching cool. They see something. They're making. Oh man, they're making snitching acceptable.
Right. So I still feel like that's a slap on what happened with Nipsey. So Nipsey so-called got killed by a snitch, and now they got this dude running around snitching all on TV and YouTube, it sound like. I'm kind of hot because I had a situation where I had a real big court case, like major type shit. Yeah. And
I remember.
Niggas asking to see my paperwork. I said, if you wasn't at the court date, then why are you talking to me about anything? Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
But niggas don't show up to your court date, don't put no money on your books, don't have no allegiance to you, and then tell you gotta prove that you didn't snitch. And a lot of the LA pens, I heard you gotta have your paperwork with you when you get to the pen.
Yeah.
They want to see your paperwork right there.
And then it seems like nothing happened. Maybe, does it depends who you are? Can you be a cool snitch? Is that what's going on?
That's supposed to be oxymoron. That's supposed to be an oxymoron. Like, how you gonna be a dumb nerd?
I'm having a hard time registering the snitching.
Dirty pimp.
Like I'm having a hard time registering the whole snitch thing because it's not in my fabric. Like it's just. But
I actually want to see what Google has to say.
And the level of that he's doing it, it's crazy.
Okay, Google. Define snitch. Because I don't know.
So you're asking Google to define snitch?
Yeah. I just got to see what the definition is.
Is Google the biggest snitch? It tells you everything.
Oh, they tracking everything.
They telling you everything. You can ask Google anything.
Yeah, it's been a few divorces. They show telling them where niggas at.
Yeah. Divorces.
Oh, they recognize the word.
It even spreads lies.
Here's the definition of snitch. Informal. Steal.
Inform on someone is what it says. Steal. Snitching is stealing. I guess. But number 2, inform on someone. That sounds an informer.
Yeah, that sounds.
No, that's never gonna be cool. That's an informant. Like, why are you giving information to the opposition? Like, if you're a street dude, business is handled in the streets. We handle our own business in the streets. If somebody rob me or do something or mess with my family, I don't go to the police to handle that.
And it seems like you're right about the informant thing because he's involving people that don't have to be involved.
Right. He's like
a gold mine right now.
For who?
For fucking the law. Their law.
And therefore he works for them. You always got to think about motive and who's benefiting. He's benefiting the side that I ain't with. You feel me?
Yeah.
Who's benefiting? So, how long has this dude been in the industry?
Feels like, to be honest, I think like a few years. Like, I haven't really been keeping track of him like that because he wasn't interest, but a few years for sure.
50s bodyguards, which means somehow, some way, because if they're 50s bodyguards, guess who they're guarding? 50.
Exactly.
50 found a way to stay out of that one, But like, who else has been involved?
Well, like the thing is, 50 was looking out for him at one time, and I think he had his bodyguards, like kind of just look out for him too. But being that they were around for some of these situations that he's talking about, they're just implicating everybody. And he's not. But the thing is, he's not differentiating who's who. He's just throwing everybody in the pot.
Fuck you, me, him, her.
Yeah,
us.
he's snitching on himself. He's like, I grabbed some guy in Times Square, I punched somebody, this and that. Like, I'm like,
just talk.
I think even the judge is calling that dude. This dude is like, the judge is like, you familiar with dry snitching? And he tried to explain it, and the judge is like, no, that's not necessary. Like,
the judge asked him, was he familiar with dry snitching?
Yeah.
I wish the judge would have defined it. But what is dry snitching? This is the kind of term I hate.
Yeah.
Dry snitching. What is that?
I mean, it's still snitching.
Okay, so what is dry snitching?
They say that dry snitching is like when you snitch, but you don't do it. It's not an obvious snitch. It's like, oh, that beer right there. If somebody came in and was like, oh, are you drinking? And I'm like, no, I'm not drinking.
Oh, like, that big I'm.
Yeah, like that big I'm.
There's only 3 people
I'm
here.
not drinking.
There's only 3 people here.
And it's like,
it implicates somebody.
Yeah, so it's like, it's only 2 of us here. Be like, oh, he's opposed to like, whose beer is that? Like, shit, I don't know.
That's I don't know about that. See, for me, I don't know. I don't know. It's if I want to tell the word tell. If I want to speak my business and my truth, like that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. I just put a little extra on the me right there. Yeah, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. Like that ain't snitching to me.
Yeah.
But if I start saying, well, it was me and Jeremiah here, whoever that guy is, but it ain't got nothing to do with me. Now I feel like because you're adding extra information, you know what I'm saying? Now somebody named Jeremiah. If I say it was, if I add extra info, that's snitching to me. Like, but if I'm getting myself out of trouble, that's snitching.
No, I don't think getting yourself out of trouble. It's like
is snitching. Is getting yourself out of trouble snitching?
Yeah, put in the comments. Answer that. Is getting yourself out of trouble snitching?
Is getting yourself out of trouble without mentioning other people, is that snitching?
Exactly. Like
I didn't have nothing to do with it.
Y'all thinking about that?
I was at the movies. Is that snitching?
Exactly. I think like it's the way you go about it. Like if I say to be honest with you, I'll get myself out of trouble too. But other than that, I don't know anything about nothing. Like you can ask me about anything outside of me, I don't know.
I got a cold one for you.
Yeah.
I got a cold one for you. Let's say you were getting chased by the police.
Yeah.
You just robbed a bank.
Okay.
You're getting chased by police. So everything that happened before you were getting chased by police don't know about.
Yeah.
But everything that happened after the police was on you, they know about.
Yeah.
Right? Helicopters, everything.
Yeah.
So when you are questioned, interrogated, if you don't mention nothing that they don't know, but then you do mention what was obvious, like, yeah, there was 2 people in the car because it was all over the news. Is that snitching?
You know what? Okay. So I think I would say this. If they say 2 people, I mean that's a tough one.
Remember the circumstance.
Yeah.
2 people got pulled out of the car on the news. Like, in my scenario.
Yeah, you can't really get out of that one.
Right, like it was like
you can't really
like.
There's no like everybody seen you.
Everybody's seen it. So I'm just in your opinion, is that snitching at that point?
No, that's not snitching because you would be stupid to say you're not a ghost next to you. It's a real life breathing person that thousands and millions, maybe millions of people seen.
Right. So it's just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right. And please subscribe, like, and tell us how you feel. But if you add extra information, I know that's snitching. Then we got the thing where it's dry snitching, where you just kind of getting yourself out of it, maybe implicating something. That's a fine line. But if something is already obvious and already known, and you mention that, is that snitching?
That's a good one. I think because me and Custom Made, we were arrested all together one time. I think we were like maybe 20, and we did some shit, but nobody talked. So it was like they let us all go. Like nobody said any. Like second they pulled us out of the cell, they brought us right back. Like
lack of evidence. People don't know how it works. The burden of proof is on the state. We live in the most lenient jail system in the world, but people don't use it the right way for some reason. It's amazing.
Oh shit, man.
But if you don't mention anything extra, like if y'all watch First 48, I mean, I went crazy on the whole season of that First 48.
Yeah.
If you saw that shit, 90% of their arrests in that First 48 was because somebody told. The police don't know nothing until somebody tell.
Yeah.
You feel me? Shout out. We looking for sponsorship.
Yeah, some sponsorship.
The champagne and beers.
Yeah, that's why I got a teacup for it, you know? Getting lavvy.
Yeah. But those are good questions, because, I mean, it's messed up what happened. Wait. He not snitching on Jay. He didn't get to Jay, though.
I don't think he's getting to Jay.
Okay. As long as Jay is up there, we good.
Yeah. Hey.
Because everybody's stories and all this other stuff is going on. They got some wild stories, but...
Don't be a snitch. Yeah. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to them.
Stop adding extra info. Stop telling on other people so you get less time. That's snitching.
Don't do that. That's bad.
If your sentence was 10 years and they reduced it to 2 because you brought 2 more people in, that's snitching.
Yeah, you deserve to be hung.
But please let us know how you feel if something is obvious or was already known and somebody mentions just that part but nothing else. Is that snitching? I want to know.
Is it snitching? Leave it in the comments. Let us know what you think.
Facts and fuckery.